How did day one go for the Bassmaster Elites on Lake Hartwell? Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. If you're new, my name's Steve Chapman. Now, 102 anglers are on Lake Hartwell this week for the Bassmaster Elites, the fourth tournament of the year. And Hartwell started off pretty good. A lot of quality fish. We're not going to see a lot of big fish, but day one had some really big surprises. Now early on at 8:30, there were a lot of anglers that had already caught their limit. They already had 5 fish in the live well. But finding that 3 to 5 pound fish was going to be key. But there were a lot of spotted bass and some largemouth that were making their ways into the live well and being caught. Now Bass is listening to what we're saying. I know that might surprise people because there's a certain group of anglers that are now making sure that they don't talk to me at all these days. And shame on them. But Bass is listening to the fans and trying to put out the best product that they can. I'm seeing more of the bottom thirds being shown. I'm seeing a lot more of the fishing being shown instead of the commentary and the interviews. So you have to give Bass props for what they're doing. They're trying to make it better. There's still an obscene amount of commercials. It's almost ridiculous. But I understand they have to pay for what they're doing. So we have to kind of give them a little bit of a break. But damn, there's a lot of commercials. And I think one thing that Bass should look into a little bit more is placing the forward-facing sonar screen with the angler while they're doing the live feed. The people who dislike forward-facing sonar are instantly going to turn off what they're watching. They just dislike it so much that they get angry and shut it down. I think it adds a little bit more to what's happening. While I'm not 100% sure I like it, it's something different to watch, and it's something different for the commentators to tell us what's going on. And I appreciate that because Davey Height is a damn gem. I'm not joking. Davey Height is so good at what he's doing. He is really on fire and on top of his game. And I so didn't realize how much I appreciate or never realized how great he was until this year when Zona isn't there. But damn, Height is just awesome. Now, if you didn't know, Chris Zaldain and Logan Parks are streaming live. Sexy Beast, Matt Robertson, not today. So you can go on their channels and watch what they're doing and get a different perspective on the fishing. And both are great anglers. Zaldain's just not having a very good year. Logan Parks, I think, is one of those up-and-coming great anglers. But there were some highlights that I noticed. One, at 10:17, give or take, Drew Cook went on a bass betting tip that was exceptional. And I'm not joking. It was exceptional. His commentary on what he was seeing, how the fish was going to react, and what you needed to do to catch that betting fish, you could make a whole video strictly on it. I don't know, Drew. I have a whole new sense of respect and admiration for this young man. How he talked about everything that was going on, how he shared what he was thinking and what he was seeing and how he was fishing was without question the best part of the day for me. The best part of watching the Bassmaster Elite on Lake Hartwell. And I mean no disrespect to anything else. And my boy Randy Howell had the big bass at 12:30. He was the unofficial leader, but he ended up finishing first place for the day one. He's in first as we do this video. I'll go through 10th through first. 10th place was Gerald Swindle. Can we just say Gerald Swindle's on a heater? Honestly, he fished well in Pasquotank. He fished well on MPFL. He's fishing well on Hartwell. Gerald Swindle's on fire. We need to be watching that, and that's great for this industry. We need more Gerald Swindle. 9th place is Drew Benton, amazing angler. Tied for 6th is Wesley Gore, Austin Felix, and Drew Cook. Tied for fourth is Jay Shakurat and Luke Palmer. Third is Paul Marks. Second is Kyoto Fujita. And then first, my boy, Randy Howell, classic winner. To see Randy come back this year, because he was with MLF last year in the BPT, to come back this year and fish this well and do well on Hartwell, I will be honest, I am pulling for him to win as is. I think it would be a great story. I think he deserves it. And Randy is just a great man, a great father, and one of the best guys out there. So I know I'm not supposed to play favorites. I'm going to play favorites and say, Randy, I hope you win. But that's how day one went for the Bassmaster Elite on Lake Hartwell. I'll cover tomorrow, be a different type of video because there's a swim meet this weekend, so I'm going to just film it off my phone and not here at the house. So it'll be a little bit different, but we'll go through all of the highlights and some of the other stuff. But I think Bass did a good job today. I think they're doing a better job, and I like that. I like to see improvements. I like to see that they're listening to the fans and the people, because that's something that other organizations don't do. They're more worried about their anglers than what the fans are doing it. So keep it up, Bass. Unbelievable. Thank you. So what did you think? Did you like today's coverage? What did you like and what did you dislike? Comment below and tell me what you think. Thanks to all the new subscribers and members and everyone who's interactive on the channel. You guys are you're killing it. There's a lot of stuff going on in life right now, and I hope that you're crushing your life. That's the best way to put it. But if you're not a subscriber, you should be. Just click that button and welcome to the team. Remember, take a kid fishing, tight lines, cheers, and get your fish on.